45 for the Highlanders. Tip-off controlled by Sala, and the Highlanders will have the first possession. Travis Fields now over to Donald Hicks. Hicks, one of the leading scorers for this Radford team. He'll look to take an increased step forward tonight. First shot of the game missed. Now Harvey with it on the left wing.
Radford comes out and be very aggressive defensively here. So that's kind of a mark of their team and really getting out pressure in the basketball.
We've seen a couple teams try to attack the Irish in a zone early on. We'll see how this man-to-man defense impacts the way the Irish have their flow of the game.
Absolutely. They're a team that has been putting up a lot of points here early in the year.
They've won their first 2 games by about 22 points per game, their first 2 regular season games. Polite working on Burns. Skies up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Radford for conduct detrimental to the team. So Hicks already one of the key contributors for Radford, and he'll need to really shoulder more of that load tonight. Yes,
it's going to be a big responsibility when you lose a key player, as Radford has. Going to have other people who's going to have to really step up.
Jones only played 1 game this year. He had 24 points. The Islanders will need to replace that production somehow, and Hicks will be a big contributor and try to at least get some of those points back.
Talking to the coaching staff, that's going to be a concern for them, is trying to find other people that are going to step up. But they're a veteran team, so as we see this game unfold, there's a lot of veterans. Good post-up move.
Fluger inside to Mooney, who comes up short. Still scoreless 100 seconds in. Fields back the other way. There's Polite driving on Burns, but kicks out to Hicks.
Polite has
history to have 500 rebounds and 100 blocks in his career.
I mean, that's just a unheard of stat to have that many blocks. And again, he's not a 7-footer.
Mooney skies for 3 and connects.
Just a great decision there between the two that played so much. As Flugner attacked, he knew that he was going to have a pick and pop man. John Mooney was right on the spot. Comfortable position, knocks down to 3.
Mooney came in averaging an even 50% from 3 on the year. Knocks in the first to give the Irish the first points of the night. Give just about 2 minutes in. Here's Polite trying to answer and does.
Great ball movement. One of the things the Irish staff has been concerned with in practice is guarding that 3-point line, where Radford has been just incredible at shooting the basketball.
Harvey and Mooney with some miscommunication, but the Irish keep it with Fluger now to Harvey. Harvey drives in, now kicks out to Mooney, same spot, same result.
He's got that spot marked down there, is the same exact place, and again, it was just a great decision. This is what the Irish do so well, is attacking the basket, getting their foot into the lane, and then kicking out to a shooter.
Mooney had only attempted 2 threes all season the first 2 games. He's attempted 2 in the first 3 minutes and knocked them both down.
But that's a credit to his teammates. Attacking the basket, getting good looks. They have possession underneath.
Now out to Fields, directing traffic with a new shot clock. Hicks. Now inside to Sala. Sala with the right hand. Rebounded by Polite, the offensive board.
Again, those are the concerns that Notre Dame has. They've got to board well against this athletic Radford team that's a veteran team.
Polite will step out for the 3. That one rims out.
And another offensive rebound.
This time Caleb Tanner shoots from deep. This time Mooney corrals. Gibbs back the other way.
Radford staff is very concerned about trying to match up inside with John Mooney.
Fluger for 3. That one was halfway down and out. Fields now working on Gibbs.
Mike Jones has just done an incredible job here at Radford. He coached on a staff that went to the Final Four. He's a veteran. He knows exactly what he needs to do to his team to win.
Jones in his 8th year as the head man at Radford. He was on that 2011 VCU team that went to the Final Four. He's been a well-traveled assistant. Stops at VCU, Georgia, Howard, Furman. Mooney will try his 3rd, and what do you know?
He is geared up. Hey, he moved a little bit, but he moved about 10 feet. But You know, that is really his game, and for those people last year that watched him play, especially in the ACC, he was knocking down that three ball. You know, they're going to have to make an adjustment in the pick and pop offense that the Irish are running.
Irish up 9-2 over 5 minutes in. John Mooney with all 9 points for Notre Dame. Here's Polite working on Burns. And Burns comes up with the rebound.
Notre Dame elected to switch.
Here's Mooney once again. This time passes out to Gibbs. Pfluger now to Burns, who resets with 18.
I really like what Coach Bray did tonight. He went with his older team. He went with the veterans. You're playing against a team that's been in a national tournament. I think it was wise for him to go old.
Gibbs no good from the three-point line. Almost 6 minutes into this first half. Here's Polite. Fields the floater over Mooney. Pfluger skies up for the rebound. Irish back quickly in transition. Pfluger now to Gibbs on the left side. Pfluger to Harvey, wide open for three. Misses short iron.
The Irish have been very, very cautious about hitting the offensive boards because they know that Radford loves to run.
An experienced team that knows how to utilize the transition game. Tanner tries a long three. That one's good.
And, you know, we didn't get a hand up. Rex Pfluger did not get a hand up on that shot. And, you know, that's what Radford's going to do. You've got to get a hand up on these great shooters.
Harvey to Gibbs. And out of 15.
Got some substitution. We got their freshman core have just come in.
Interesting note on Caleb Tanner, who made that three for Radford. Every shot he's taken this year has been a three. And you saw why right there. He's lethal from the three-point line.
And, you know, those kids that are shooters like that, they find themselves out that three-point line. And if you don't make an adjustment, they're going to just knock in the threes. He's open again.
Foul called on Mooney, his first, team's second. Out to Hutchinson for three. That one misses long.
But that was contested. That time the hand was right up in the shooter's face.
Prentice Hub coming into the game for the first time, as does Nate Leszewski and Robbie Carmody. All three of those freshmen.
Great movement again, and again the swing offense here.
Here's Mooney, tries number 4 and hits number 4.
Oh my! Get him the basketball. There's a heat check going on, and he needs the ball. Great
Hub with
defense.
the block on a contested shot. There were a couple Irish defenders in there. Hub back the other way.
Picking and popping again.
Fought through the double team. Here's Carmody, launches for three, and that one is good.
A great find, an absolutely great find by the freshman Hub. I mean, he recognized that as he was bringing the ball up the floor.
That freshman to freshman connection is lethal as Carmody sinks the three. Irish up by 10.
But then once they start seeing that ball go through the net, look out.
Polite working on Leszewski, and Polite connects for two.
That's a great play coming out of that timeout. They knew they were going to take advantage of the freshman, and they cleared the floor out. Drove right to the basket. Easy shot.
Here's Carmody. Bounce it over to Hub. Now finds a wide open Carmody on the right wing. That one misses long. Polite skies up for the rebound.
You know, one of the things that this game is going to present is you're looking at a team that won its conference, probably is favored to win it again. So this is a big win when you start to think about the early November games. It still could have an effect on what happens in March.
Certainly would love to see. Gibbs knocks it down on the spin move.
Wow. That's something that we have not seen early, is that spin move, that quickness. And he really needed to see that shot go down.
And you mentioned with Mooney seeing for shooters, once you see the ball go through the net, Gibbs, I think, is the same way.
Yes.
He struggled a little bit early on, granted only a couple of games, but an opportunity to see the ball go through the net early, that's got to be a confidence booster for him going forward.
No, absolutely no question. Now you can just see that he'll be able to respond from that, and he's going to have a great game. Great movement.
Olszewski thought about the three, pump fake, then drove. Here's Carmody now driving, draws Devin Hutchinson in there. No foul call, but ball did go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Irish. 10 on the shot clock.
Hands, again, just grab them.
So it'll be Pflugert inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Olszewski tries a three, short iron. Here's Josiah Jeffers, the freshman from North Carolina.
Great motion offense.
That one's good for Hicks.
And you know what? Rex is saying, hey, I had my hand up that time. I knew the scouting report. I knew what was going to happen, but he still drained it.
Hicks with his first point of the night. His first shot of the night is good. Burns, the aggressive drive. That one misses long.
Just like the mentality of Radford, they are not flinching. They are just playing great basketball. They are attacking the rim.
Polite goes against Olszewski.
To a press here. They're going to go to a 2-2-1 press. Matching up and now going man-to-man, but they're staying in the 2-2-1. Look.
Hub and Pflugert in the backcourt. Gibbs, Burns, and Mooney in there as well. Irish break it. They've got 16 on the shot clock. Gibbs, now to Pflugert. Out to Mooney with 5 on the shot clock. Mooney, number 5.
Well, maybe, just maybe, Radford needs to figure out where he's at. Again, I compliment the Irish basketball players for finding number 33. When they see him out 3-point line, they're looking for him, and boy, he's got off to a great start.
There's a rebound for 33, Mooney. Got Pflugert started, now out to Gibbs. Gibbs will try his luck from 3.
He's saying, man, I had a great look.
Doesn't have the same
John
success
Mooney's
as his
been
teammate.
hitting those.
And Hutchinson stepped out. When the starters were announced for this game, you and I both noticed, Bray was going with his veteran group out there. Guys that have played together. They have that sense of playing with each other. And these guys have played with John Mooney multiple seasons now. They know where to find him in these spots, and we're seeing Mooney capitalize on those opportunities.
Well, coaches go to the comfort area, and the comfort area is veterans. And so here he goes again. I think he's got another one. Oh, my goodness, that was in and out.
First miss of the night, and even that one was close.
I tell you what, and again, he was open. But
John Caldwell getting his first action of the night.
again, Notre Dame has been really focused on getting out and defending that 3-point line. It has allowed a couple drive to the basket, but the first and foremost, they want to stop the drive. Great pass.
Tanner on the drive found a wide open Leroy Butts.
Great movement by Radford, just outstanding interior passing and great finish.
Hub uses the screen from Mooney. Hub drives all the way in with the right hand. And
Not time to panic. I think they're feeling okay.
And you mentioned earlier the ball movement that has led to some of those John Mooney threes. The Irish have 7 field goals tonight, 6 assists.
Yeah.
So all but one of their field goals has come off an assist. Really have to like the ball movement the Bray's team is showing early.
Well, that's vintage Mike Bray offense. Is when the ball doesn't stick, it keeps moving.
Out to the corner now. Now back out to Tanner, who tries the long 3 and connects.
Well, he shot that one from Niles. Again, you have to make him put the ball on the floor. That's all he's shot this year is 3-pointers. And you can see why. He can hit them from the volleyball line.
Pflugert. Now to Harvey. Pulls up from 17 and hits.
He's out here hours before every game working on that shot. That's for young people to understand. The more you work, the better you get. Great movement by Radford. I really like their offensive concepts. Very similar to the Irish. Better get out there.
Tanner for 3 again. And continues every shot, even today, throughout the entire 2018 season. Every shot that Caleb Tanner has taken has been a three-pointer.
Now he just backed up another 3 feet there. So, you know, now Coach Bray's got to say, you must make him put the ball on the floor.
Olszewski goes up with the left hand, got his own rebound and gets there. Tanner's got 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Mooney, the leading scorer for Notre Dame, without a doubt with 15 on 5 of 8. Shooting 5 of 6 from 3.
Get the ball inside here, got a mismatch.
Mooney back out to Harvey, now back inside to Mooney.
Yes, where he's going to be effective against the guard.
4 fouls per side now with 5.5 to go in the first half. Pfluger wanted Mooney, but just couldn't get the pass to him. Pfluger now to Dane Goodwin coming in just a couple moments ago. Here's Mooney with the turnaround. That one no good. Rebounded by Donald Hicks.
Again, Radford showing why they were in the NCAA tournament last year. They're composed. They play with confidence. They're an old team, and you can tell it by the way they handle things.
Field shot rims out. Pfluger comes down with the rebound. Irish up 3 under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Up to Mooney for the alley-oop, no good. Second effort also.
A little bit of contact. Again, Radford, been really impressed with Radford, how they had just battled. They're playing their style of game. Talking to their coaching staff, you know, they like to grind it more than just score a lot of points. The conference tournament game was a low-scoring game last year that got them in the big dance.
Uh-oh, first 2-point field goal taken by Tanner of the season.
Yes.
He hits.
I mean, but see what happened? You made him put the ball on the floor because he's been hitting threes. He knows that. So then he took the ball to the basket. Just a great player.
Pfluger now out to Mooney. A wide open look for Mooney.
Rex
You can't
Pfluger,
leave him open.
Rex Pfluger knew as time went along and that play developed, Rex Pfluger was awesome at finding his teammate for that 3.
Tanner. Now out to Hicks once again. Hicks working on Pfluger. Now out to Polite. Polite blocked by Harvey.
This kind of reminds me of Larry Bird and Magic back in the day when one coming right after the other. But, you know, just great shooters putting on really a show here early in this first half.
Mooney's got 18, Tanner 11 to lead the Highlanders. Pfluger, Hub, Harvey, Gibbs, Mooney on the floor for Notre Dame.
He's wide open again.
Mooney will try his luck again. Shot misses, but, you know, we'll call that one a pass.
Yeah, that was close. We'll call it a pass. But again, that's something that Coach Jones is going to have to really shore up in the halftime because they showed so big on that ball screen. If we can show that some other time and just left him wide open again. Hicks
will try his luck. Misses long. Mooney on it.
That much with a big because that's just going to open up John all night.
It's surprising to see John Mooney left so wide open considering the success he's had from distance.
Well, you know, that's a coaching point. Those are things that you work at in practice, but you don't. John Mooney's had 2 threes going in this game, so they haven't talked too much about it, but they will at halftime.
Mooney comes down with the rebound. His 6th of the night. Hub from the corner. Harvey with the offensive rebound. Harvey for 3. Boom!
Again, the pick and pop offense that Notre Dame has is special. And you can just see that they're going to continue to pick and pop until Radford makes a change. Great defense there.
Gibbs hounding Tanner. Tanner doesn't care. He steps back and drains it.
He's in a zone, and you know what? You love that. You just love that. Great shooters get in a zone. It doesn't matter when they shoot, where they shoot. And, you know, did a great job. Gibbs did a great job of coming off the screen and getting out on him. He was right in his pocket, but then he gave him space afterwards.
Hub. No good working on Sala.
You better find him.
Back the other way comes Fields. He found Tanner. But Pfluger did a good job getting back there.
Yes. But again, both teams are playing really great. You know, you're looking at teams that haven't really turned the ball over very much.
Hub lost his footing, gave Tanner an open look.
He missed. He must have been too close. Backed off in a dribble, and he knew he was going to shoot it.
I think it's safe to say that if Caleb Tanner is on the floor, he's within range.
You better guard it.
70 seconds to go now. Gibbs with it on the right wing. Driving on now over to Pfluger. Pfluger makes a couple of defenders miss, but goes up and no good. Holland with the offensive rebound. Battled for, this time controlled by Fields. Fields, 4 turnovers combined between the two teams. Radford does have 3, but even still, for 19 minutes gone in the first half, 3 turnovers in the first half, a very good mark for the Highlanders.
Absolutely.
17-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Irish up 4. But Radford hanging in there.
Absolutely. They've done an incredible job. I mean, they show why they are, you know, an NCAA tournament team.
And Gibbs shows why he is one of the most elite players in the ACC, driving in, finishing with the right hand. Gives him 4 on the night.
Looks for Radford to take the last shot of the half. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Tanner's 5 of 7, 4 of 6 from three-point land. He's got 14 on the night. It's Fields controlling with 7.
Ball screen high.
Here's Hicks. Gibbs does a really good job to defend on the clock. You know, he thought about launching it.
Without their best player tonight. And that just shows you, you know, he is not going to tolerate players not following up to the code of conduct of his program.
Yeah, Carly Jones was suspended before tonight's game for conduct detrimental for the team. And you and I both wondered who was going to take that next step and handle some of those scoring capabilities, as Sala dumps in the first points of the second half for Radford. So we thought, you know, it could very well be Donald Hicks that takes over that scoring role that was vacated by Carly Jones, but it's been Caleb Tanner, and it's been all the Caleb Tanner show for Radford in that first half.
And that's exactly been really the key I've noticed with Radford's bigs. They get off the floor so quick, they get their hands on the basketball.
So this is the second game of the Gotham Classic for both Notre Dame and Radford. Irish haven't lost an in-season tournament game since November of 2015. Won the Legends Classic in 2016, the Maui Invitational last year, and so far a 1-0 mark in the Gotham Classic, looking to make it 2 if they can get the W over Radford, but the Highlanders hanging in there, only down by 3.
Well, that was just a great possession. You know, Rex Pfluger did a just incredible job on Tanner. That was evident, but then they were able to get the ball inside.
Polite back the other way, the spin around Pfluger, and Polite throws it down.
Great start for Radford. You know, again, they have just shown why they are who they are. They're a very solid, experienced basketball team. This match inside.
Gibbs working on Travis Fields. Gibbs with the tough finish. Irish come out in the soft press. Fields now inside to Holland. A spin move on Mooney. Holland finishes with the left hand. Highlanders down by 1.
Well, you see a situation where immediately, you know, the Irish have been trying to take the 3-point away. Now they're going back inside because they cannot double off of anybody on the perimeter.
Mooney was rolling in. Hub elects to go to Pfluger on the outside. Pfluger finishes. Draw the foul, and he converts from the line to put the Irish back up by 4.
With the 4-guard lineup, the forces Rex Pfluger to guard a big here, which he's going to have to do a lot this year.
Pfluger stands 6'6", and he'll need to use all of that. Tanner tried his luck from deep over Carmody. 29 on the new shot clock.
Been a great game. Been an absolutely great game. Both teams have done some things very, very well.
Yeah, Radford continuing to hang in there.
Oh, yeah.
This is, as we mentioned, a very veteran team. They got a win in last year's NCAA tournament, so a pair of free throws good for Devontae Holland. Radford has played 30 games against the ACC. They've only got 2 wins, both of them coming against Virginia Tech. This is their first time ever playing against Notre Dame.
You know, and I look at that, and I look at it doesn't really matter. These kids haven't played that many games against ACC schools. This is a different team.
Hub for 3, that one no good. Polite's guy's up for the rebound. Burns and Tanner collided inside. They're both back in the front court. Fields tries for 3, and Travis Fields gives the Highlanders a 1-point lead, 16 and change to go in the game.
Again, great ball movement. You can just see it in the eyes of each one of these players for Radford. They're very confident in what they're doing. They're running their stuff. Again, experience on the floor for Radford.
Burns now to Gibbs. To Carmody with 8 on the shot clock. Carmody driving in. Burns tries to go for the rebound. Mike Jones and his team have a 1-point lead, 41-40 over the Irish. Hub, Gibbs, Leschewski, Carmody, and Mooney. Gibbs drives in with the right hand, but rims out. There it is again, Coach. You mentioned that tough defense, forcing Gibbs into a tough shot.
It is. It's making it very tough on the Irish. You know, they've only had the answer of the pick and pop look. We'll see how they make adjustments here in the last three halves of this game.
Polite working on Leschewski. Nice defensive play by the freshman.
A lot better there, you know, as you see him getting down in post defense, getting his hands straight up.
Mooney drew 3 defenders to him, finds a wide open Gibbs. No good, but Leschewski right there to finish.
Wow, that's just a great presence to be where the ball is, offensive rebounding. Key part of the Irish offense is trying to get offensive rebounds. They need to do a better job of this in the second half.
Mike Bray urging all present here at Purcell Pavilion to get on their feet and get loud. Irish back up by 1, under 15 to play in regulation. Polite, Leschewski, reason to go, including 3 of their starters. So you've mentioned it, Coach, a very experienced team that takes the floor from Mike Jones time in and time out.
And let's keep in mind their best player is not playing tonight.
Absolutely.
Which will be a big help for them. You know, this is a great lesson for this team, especially for the young man that's being suspended, that, you know what, his team can play without him.
Yeah, Carly Jones, a preseason All-Big South second-team selection. Not on the floor tonight, suspended due to conduct detrimental to the team. Tied at 42, 14-12 to go in the game. Carmody pokes it away. Robbie Carmody, he's got Hub with him, and Robbie Carmody will take it himself for 2.
But I'm going to get a steal, I'm going to get down transition, I'm going to finish with a dunk, and that's exactly what the freshman did.
Carmody all fired up. The freshman from Pennsylvania. He's giving the Irish back a 2-point lead. Tanner all alone, and Caleb Tanner connects again.
Wow. I mean, watching that sequence there, the Irish are trying to scramble and trying to help one another. Unfortunately, left the hot man, Mr. Tanner, out there wide open, and he's going to knock in that shot tonight.
Carmody the handoff to Hub, now to Gibbs on the left side, uses the screen from Mooney. Now into Mooney. John Mooney. Stands all of 6'9", 242. Travis Fields 5'10", 170.
We always said big fish eat little fish, and that was big fish John Mooney taking advantage of a little fish.
Irish back up by 2, 13 even to go in regulation. Mooney's got a career high 22. Hutchinson misses short iron. A lot of contact inside.
Radford is telling their team, let's just move on to the next play. We didn't get it that time. We had an offensive rebound. We got knocked out of bounds, so we'll just move to the next play. Horns look.
Mooney had 18 against North Carolina back in February of last season. He's got a career high 22 now on just 23 minutes. So very efficient night for John Mooney. Gibbs drives in, finishes with the right hand.
Great take there. Again, we've got to see more of this. You know, this is going to be a battle now, I think, of attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line this last 12 minutes.
8 points on the night for Gibbs. Gibbs with the takeaway, the Irish gain possession. Seen TJ Gibbs dive on the floor, now on the other end for three, just short. He desperately wanted that one.
Irish have changed defensive philosophy. I really like this by Coach Bray. Going back now to his 2-3, where they've struggled in a lot of areas. This could be the formula that's going to give Radford problems.
Carmody poked it away, but the Highlanders keep it now with 6 on the shot clock. And Notre Dame pokes it away, and that's defensive over Radford. Highlanders inbounding with 3 to go on the shot clock. Polite's going to have to force it up. And I don't think he got it off. Officials.
I think that, you knew there's very little time on the shot clock there. I think this is a very key time in this ball game here as we watch the Irish. We'll see if they can attack and get some good looks. At the same time, we'll see how Radford adjusts defensively.
Pfluger, Gibbs, Leschewski, Carmody, and Mooney, the 5 on the floor for Notre Dame. Carmody drives in.
Wow, a lot of contact.
A lot of contact, but the officials let him play on. Highlanders back in transition and tipped in. Looks like it was Polite that got it in. It is Ed Polite that gets credit for the basket. Highlanders down just 2.
Yep.
Pfluger in the right corner. A long 2 and Pfluger hits.
I tell you what, that was a big basket right there. You could just see momentum was starting to kind of turn a little bit. They answered here.
That's where Mike Bray loves to count on that senior leadership that Rex Pfluger brings to the table.
Irish going back to the zone, which I think is a great thing, but you've got to find the shooters against this zone.
Up and good for Fields. 52-49. Notre Dame leads 10-18 to go in regulation.
What a great college basketball game.
Team that went to the big dance a season ago in Radford, a team that went to the NIT last year in Notre Dame. Both teams looking to get back to the round of 68. Pfluger tries from deep, rims out, but Leschewski the offensive board for a new 30. Big play by the freshman.
Yeah, I'm just still really, really impressed with the defensive effort. This could have big, impact on what's going to be happening when the selection committee, you don't know what's going to happen. So you've got to go out and show that you can beat a team that was in the big dance last year.
Prentice Hub, the only member of that 4 freshman group that's even close to his season minutes per game tonight. As Bray has really gone with his veteran-led group. 3 from Hicks was deflected, but stolen right back by Fields. Fields will try Hicks again, and Hicks connects to tie it up.
Again, a great decision.
Tied at 52 with 9:03 to go in regulation.
Got a great game here. There's been both teams have answered the bell. Both teams have played great defense. Both teams have hit great shots.
Irish shooting 41%. Radford right behind them at 39.
Great defense.
Gibbs will try from 3. That one misses short iron. Pfluger with the offensive rebound. That one no good as well. Nice job by Pfluger to follow, but unable to finish on the back end.
Again, Nate Leschewski did a great job of keeping the ball alive. But with that said, didn't get the finish.
Highlanders haven't led for about 5 minutes in this game. It's been a tightly contested one back and forth, especially in the second half.
Gotta find Tanner.
Here's Hicks with 3, gonna have to get it up. I don't know if he sees the shot clock. Fields launches it up. Got it off before the shot clock, and Holland puts it back up. That was close.
It was, but it did get off right before the shot clock. Going into this game, it was going to be a battle. I talked to him this afternoon, and he knew that his Irish are going to be in for a dogfight, and that's exactly what they've found here in a great Radford team.
Gibbs out to Mooney, now back to TJ Gibbs. Highlanders doing a lot better job guarding John Mooney in the second half. Hub drives in. Down by just one, 7.5 to go in regulation. 54-53, the Highlanders lead. Tanner and Polite leading the way with 17 and 14. It's been the John Mooney show for Notre Dame, 22 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Fields guarded by Hub.
Much better defensive pressure by the Irish.
Gibbs hounding Hicks now with 7 on the shot clock. Out to Fields, he's gonna have to hurry. Now forces a shot over Pfluger, and Travis Fields connects.
Wow, what a great shot. Shot clock going down. You know, he had to take the shot, hit a big one.
They're calling it a 3. They'll review it at the next dead ball. Mooney's wide open. Mooney tried to answer, could not.
One of the few times he's been open this second half on the pick and pop look.
Irish 9 of 25 shooting from 3. Radford 8 of 21. A lot of those Radford threes have come from that man, Caleb Tanner. Gives out to Fields. Pfluger tried to intercept the pass to Polite, but Polite picks.
They've been able to defend, but can they score against the Radford defense?
They're 0 for the last 5, just 1 for the last 7. Haven't made a field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. Gibbs driving in on Fields. Unable to draw the foul or get the rebound, and Polite comes back the other way on Pfluger.
They're letting them play right now.
Nice defense by the Irish as Hub comes back the other way.
Oh.
Here's Carmody. Tried the reverse, but doesn't go.
Both teams kind of forcing things right now. You know, great defenders, great timeout, which has opened offensive rebounds.
Now the officials did rule that last three-pointer as a 2 instead of a 3, so the Highlanders now up by just 3. 56-53 to go, with 5:35 to play in regulation.
I think the Irish have their best defensive team out on the floor right now.
Irish with the takeaway after DJ Harvey got a hand in there. Now to Gibbs with this now just a 1-possession game. Fires out to Pfluger for the corner 3. That one rims out.
Again, the Irish are going to have to find people that can defend and score, and that's going to be the issue that Mike Bray and the Irish are going to continue to struggle with.
And from deep, Radford up by 6 now as Caleb Tanner hits another one. Radford is only 2 of 28.
Going to match up zone here, 2-3 zone, matching up, forcing the Irish to look to shoot from the perimeter.
Mooney's got 22, the rest of the team's got 31. Gibbs trying his luck from 3. The Irish without a timeout except for the media timeout the rest of the way. Gibbs backing down on Fields. Takes the handoff back from Elijah Burns. Drives in on Sala, and TJ Gibbs with that right hand.
What a big take that was, and you want Mr. Gibbs having those opportunities, but he's got to respond here in this last 4 minutes.
And that's exactly what you expect from your junior captain, TJ Gibbs. When the going gets tough, takes it right inside. Fields all the way in, and nothing but open space for Travis Fields in the lane.
Just the presence of number 10, Tanner, really spreading the court, forcing everybody out on the perimeter, allows a great lane drive and a finish.
Pfluger from the free throw line. The roll just a bit too unfriendly for the senior Pfluger, and Tanner brings it down. Hicks now to Polite. Highlanders in no hurry with 3:35 to go. Hub pokes it away. Last time.
Shown that tonight.
Irish led by as many as 10. That was back at the 11:57 mark of the first half. Irish led by 6 at the half. Radford currently outscoring Notre Dame by 12 in the second. Hicks from deep. The shot clock was winding down. Mooney skies up for the rebound.
Big possession here for the Irish.
Who steps up? Who can get a basket for Notre Dame? Carmody now to Gibbs. He had a basket to stop the last scoring run. Hub with 12 on the shot clock, the turnaround jumper. Rolls all the way around, hits every part of the rim.
Need every offensive possession here.
Gibbs now with a fresh shot clock. Haven't seen the same driving lanes for Gibbs that we saw in the first half. Here's Hub all alone, and Prentice Hub with the left hand is good.
Great move by the freshman going left, his strength. Now we'll have to see who adjusts and who gets the decision here in this last possession of the last 2.5 minutes.
Highlanders up 4, 2:20 to go. Hicks for 3, misses long. Purcell Pavilion coming to its feet.
Another big possession.
Here's Hub, just outside the three-point line. Thought about finding Mooney. Mooney sets the screen now. Prentice Hub out to Gibbs. Gibbs drives in, draws the contact. Will go to the line. Second one hung on the rim for an eternity and rims out.
Wow.
So TJ Gibbs goes 1 of 2. Irish down 3, a minute 50 to play in regulation.
Irish need a defensive stop here. They've got to make sure they know exactly where the three-point shooters are.
There's one in Caleb Tanner. He gets past Hub, but turns around. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Hicks. Crossover to get around Pfluger. Irish get the rebound. Here's Hub coming back the other way, quickly in transition. Left-handed, no good. Bit of a hurried shot there from Prentice Hub.
Yeah, he thought he had an opportunity to go in transition, but you need to take it to the rim and draw the foul. He kind of avoided contact there. Now, we got a situation where we're going to just run the clock down. It's to their advantage here and hope that they can get a last shot here, a big bucket here in the last 58 seconds.
Light working on Mooney, and Highlanders are up 5.
The Irish, but they've won this game, meaning that they're ahead by 5 simply because they played great defense.
It'll be Hub that takes it in. Gibbs with the right hand. Mooney, the tip in is good.
Great second effort, full court press now by the Irish. 1 possession game here.
How do the Highlanders respond? Mooney got a hand on it, but it landed right in the hands of Holland. Irish keeping the press on with 40 seconds to play. Polite gets around Pfluger.
Got 15 seconds between the shot clock and game clock, so they're going to run it down as far as they can.
Irish electing not to foul. It's Pfluger, their best defender, up on top to Polite. 100 steals, 100 blocks, 100 assists. He can do it all for Radford. There's no one area that he's exceptional in. He just does it all for the Highlanders. He's one of their senior leaders. Pfluger almost took it away, but the ball lands in the hands of Polite.
He's going to go hard to the
5
rim.
on the shot clock. Out to Hicks. Tipped by Hub. Radford's not going to get a shot off and 10. Shoot. And Pfluger and Hub as well. So a lot of offensive threats with 15 and change to go. Here's Mooney.
Great defense.
Thought about the 3, had to pass it up. Gibbs fires from 3. That one hit the rim. It's a very disciplined team, a veteran team. We'll see if they're able to get the ball in, and if they're able to do so, likely we'll be able to seal this game away.
So he has to do is inbound it. And it's going to be very difficult for the Irish to guard that.
Did add half a second on the shot,
There's
on the game
corner.
clock.
But it's going to be people breaking hard to the ball.
Tallest man on the floor is John Mooney. They'll send it deep.
It'll be a very difficult thing. You work on these things at the end of practice every day, but this is a big opportunity here.
Here's Gibbs for the 3. No good. Radford comes into Purcell Pavilion and pulls off the 60.